Happy Wednesday. What's up? I'm getting ready. I'm excited. I hope you are too. Let me get on my big monitor over here. Sometimes you guys have asked me, you're like, you look so lost. Where are you looking? I'm looking over at my monitor, so that's what I'm doing. Getting it all set up. What's going on, you guys? Happy Wednesday to you. I hope February is off to a good start for you. I hope 2024 is off to a good start for you. I'm trying to get some gloves on over here because we got nice cards tonight. So I got to be extra careful, extra protected. And happy Super Bowl week, you guys. It seems like, football only being like, I remember when I'd run numbers in my head as a kid. I'd be like, all right, basketball, they play so many games. Baseball, they play so many games. Hockey, they play so many games. And I'm like, football, they don't play that many games. But God, it sure is it is a long season, isn't it? And it's so exciting and it's so excellent. I can't even believe now at this age, being in my early 40s now, I get tired of picking up a bunch of sticks in my yard. I get tired cleaning too many cards in a row. I couldn't imagine playing in an NFL game. Some of the new camera angles, man, when I grew up watching football, it was like 80s and 90s, so they didn't have a million cameras. So it was just, you kind of just watch little players run into each other, and sometimes you get some good views. But now with the crazy cameras, I'm like, these guys are run like 25 miles an hour into each other. I'm like, more power to these guys. No wonder there's only, the top 0.01% make it into that craziness. You know what I mean? I'm good, you guys. I hope you are too, man. I hope everybody's having a good week. And I'm not wearing my glasses, so when you see me do that crap, I'm always trying to squint and read everything. But what do you guys think, man? What do you got? I don't have a clear heart in my heart, since I don't even have a dog in the fight. And I happen to like the 49ers. I like the Chiefs. I think they're both great football teams. But what do you guys think? Not who do you want to win? Who do you think will win? Who do you guys think is going to win the Super Bowl? I think you don't look at the odds. I'm sure the 49ers are probably the favorite, I'd assume. But that doesn't seem right to me. But anyways, you guys, yeah. Hey, you know what? Sorry about the Lions. Yeah, I appreciate anybody saying that. But you know what? Growing up in Detroit and being a Lions fan my whole life, it was amazing to see the Lions to get that far. And not every single time that they were talked about nationally, it wasn't like, can you believe the Lions? It was almost like, well, it started that way. But then it got to be like, hey, the Lions are a good football team, and they got it together. You know what I mean? So I liked the kind of respect, and it felt like people like them. You know what I mean? So that made me feel good. I was proud of them. They did a good job. I think that I guess if I decided to pick one, I bet the Chiefs will win. That'd just be my guess. You know what I mean? Let me read a couple of questions, you guys, and we'll get started, okay? Because we got some good stuff tonight, and then we got to soak a Patrick Mahomes rookie card. So it's probably going to take 20 minutes plus. So we'll get started right away. All right. But let me hit up a couple questions. Somebody asked me about improvements, and haven't seen any before and afters. Man, you're at the right place. Just go through my channel. I've put before and afters up all the time. My favorite improvements are just ones that are usually fun. I've had some cards that some of my best improvements went up 1 point, but they look so much better to me. Then other times you clean a card you clean a modern card and it goes from an 8 to a 10, and you're like, yes, you know what I mean? But I like the ones you have to work for. I like the older ones. I always think those are cool. So yeah, let's get to it, man. I'll show you guys what we're working on tonight. Sorry, I'm just trying to read because Wednesdays. I'm so excited because I know you guys are all going to be here. So I'm like, all my friends are coming over. Let's take a look. Let's see who's here. So I appreciate it, you guys. All right, Gary, what's up, man? Dino, what's up? What's up, Chris? Good to see you, buddy. All right, so let's get going. Let's get going. You guys aren't here to listen to my terrible commentary about the Detroit Lions. So let's do this. All right, so now this is what we're here for. So let's I'm lowering my table here. Man, everybody's welcome here, man. This is a fun group. It's like I like watching people break cards, when they get some really big ones and stuff like that. But this is something I think I can teach all of us how to do. So you don't have to cross your fingers and hope you win something. Just go get some cards that need some TLC and make them awesome. You know what I mean? So, and all right, let me think here for a second. Let me get my thoughts here together. All right. Yes, Cool Collectibles. It's on my website. He asked, where do you get all your stuff? Like all the accessories, all the stuff. You guys, that good stuff is on my website. It's called Products We Love. I have a tab, all right? And you can pick up all that stuff. All the stuff that I don't make, I get on Amazon, all right? So, good question, man. I'm glad that you asked, and I'm happy to point you towards the right tools. It shows me that you're thinking, and I like that. So gloves, yeah, I'm working on nice cards, so I just want to wear gloves. So I think it's a good habit. You guys probably get used to me sometimes working on the vintage cards with just my bare hands. Well, when they're paper and they're like a 2, and I'm putting them in liquid, I don't really care about fingerprints, but these shiny ones I do. So it's ready? You guys ready for this? All right, here we go. One of already an iconic football card from an iconic player, you guys, and I was able to get my hands on one for a demonstration. And this one is not a gem mint card, but it's still a Patrick Mahomes silver. And it has some surface chips. But that's not what we're here for. It's right here. All right? This is the issues with this card. Doesn't that suck? It has this. It has a lot of creases on it. Let me get some good light on here for you guys. So either here's what we can do. We can just leave it the way it is, or we can try to make it better. What do you think? Should we just stop right now and just wish everybody a good Super Bowl, or should we keep going? I think we're going to keep going. So here's the thing. I know that, we've done, this isn't random. We've tested how many cards now together, you guys, on Wednesday Night Live? 3, and I've done a couple on my own. I got a couple Prism at grading. I've never done a 17 Prism, but I don't know. It seems like I'm not going to get this stuff out with any other way. There's nothing that's going to make these creases and stuff go away. Nothing. I've done this long enough to tell you that if anybody sends me a picture like this and says, hey, do you think I should put it in a humidor or something? Yeah, you can, but it's going to probably need to be in there for 10 years. It's just not going to do it. I won't be able to get the chips out the front, but here's what we're going to do. Let's get this thing in there. Who's my official timekeeper? It's 10:05. We're going to go in at 10:05. All right, here we go. So, Patrick Mahomes, silver Prism rookie with a bunch of creases, and we're going to go for the soak. All right. So now we got to keep our eye on it. So here's what we're going to do. And we're going to let this bad boy sit for a second. I just want to look at it, you guys. So let's just hang tight for a moment. Because I want to show you a couple things. Through my experience so far, let's see, we got to get some good light on here. Let me find a way to show you what I'm seeing. Okay, we're going to have to use this light. There we go. Get good lights too, okay, guys? Lights are key. Or because at certain angles, cards look perfect, So, see the moisture coming in? See the ridge? See the wave coming? That's what we needed to do. And I need that to come in all the way and lift those up, okay? I want to read a couple pieces of feedback if you guys don't mind. Good, hey, Chalix cards, good feedback. He's done a few modern cards, quality success so far, and but he hasn't tried an auto. I did an auto on a couple weeks ago, guys. I did it was a basketball player, and it had a sticker auto on the front. It didn't mess up the sticker auto, and I kept that thing in there for 2 hours. I was just trying to see what would happen if it would just eventually blow up and fall apart. So let's just see how it goes. You know what I mean? These weren't, I've done, and let me show you something. Can I show you guys let me come back here. All right. So we got Pat resting in this card spray. Let me show you something I did. So 2013 Chrome. Okay. I had a bunch of dents on the back of this card. Maybe it'd be easier if I show you guys the other way around. Here, look at it. It took the dents out, but it left a blue hue. It's almost like the card spray pulled in some blue. That's the only unsuccessful one I've had. Now, there's no more dents on it. It was all beat up, but it brought in a blue hue. So I would consider that a fail. I'd rather just stick with the dents and a little bit of blue. I don't know if you can really see it, but The card's fine, but it just brought in some blue. That was the only one so far that I have not had quality success with so far. But that's why I'm doing these tests, man. And I know that the Mahomes is like, you might be like, hey, it's kind of a silly card to test on. But literally, guys, it was so beat up, I don't really know what else to do with it, you know? And if we can get, I'm gonna take it out of here as soon as all that moisture crawls in. All right? So let's just get busy. We don't have to sit here and watch it the whole time. We'll keep it in frame. But I want to focus a little bit more on Brock Purdy now, okay? So let me just take a look here. All right, it's not splitting apart. I was concerned it might split apart because it was so beat up. So if it's so bruised up, I was worried that it was going to open up. But so far, so good. Corners are all beat up. There's a lot going on. But let's see. We'll see what happens, man. Something good. No matter what, something good's going to happen. We're going to learn that you can do this to a 17 or you can't. Okay, and we're going to come to an absolute. I'm pretty sure there. All right. So let's keep on moving on. Yeah, you guys, Jesse, Gas Brakes, what's up? You guys, if you don't follow Gas Brakes, make sure you do. Great guys. Jesse, this is just card spray. I'm just using card spray. Just like I do my vintage cards. And, I had so many guys show me these pictures of these modern cards with humongous dents and humongous stuff going on the back. And I'm like, I just feel helpless. I'm like, there's nothing. I don't know what else to tell you. It's nothing. You can't fix it. You can't fix it. So I just started screwing around with base cards, and I'm like, if I can get it to saturate all the way through, it might work. So that's where we're at. All right. Yes, Bowman Chrome, Raws to Riches. Absolutely, I have, and we did those on the first week, and it worked well. Patrick, what's going on, homie? Good to see you. Well, this Mahomes, you guys, is actually moving pretty quick. So let's just do one thing at a time. Here's a frequently asked question I get. Kurt, I got a Panini card, a redemption, or Panini in a one touch or whatever. Should I just send it in, or should I crack it open and send it in? You can, of course, do what you want. But I would always suggest opening it up. Okay? I would always suggest opening it up. Even, how many times have we sold cards to each other as friends, and we put them in a one touch, and then by the time it gets there, there's dust inside here and dust in the cards and stuff. I really, really suggest opening these things up. Okay? And Bill's Mafia, what's up, man? It's this card spray. I'm using my card spray to soak the card. So that's what we're doing. And I'm keeping an eye on it because actually, guys, we put it at 10:05. It's only been 6 minutes, and we're already down to... See the little inner circle? And you know what I can tell you? I think those creases moved out. Ooh, it's exciting. Don't go anywhere. This is going to be a good one. We just got to get that to go all the way in. I need it all to have an even texture. All right. Let's take a look here. All right. So now back to the Panini One Touch. Yeah, so exactly, guys. Like even my buddy Jesse on here is Breaker. So he sees tons of cards all the time, looks at them all the time, gets a ton of new product. I don't trust these things. And what I did was my best was I kind of do the Beckett 4, surface, corners, centering, and edges. And if I had a card that was a redemption that wasn't perfect or had a lot of dimples or something in it, I would just keep it in here or hopefully try to get a new one. But when you don't, I couldn't really see much going on. I can see I'm hoping that that's not a dimple. If it is even a dimple, I still don't think it's very big. All right. And these cards are weird because I looked on eBay today at these cards and there was some 9s for sale. To me, this looks off center. But I wonder, but I've never seen one that had the same amount of red over here. They all kind of lean a little bit heavy to the right. So then I saw a 10, and it might have had a little bit wider of a line over there. But this optic all looks a little bit shifted. You know what I mean? So, yeah, Bobby, I think that Panini if you're lucky enough to make cards for a living and you own this cool card making company, I would just make them so badass and I'd put so much effort into them. And I think a lot of times I make some cool cards, but they also make some stupid cards. Sorry guys, let me just see what I'm doing here. All right. So let's take a look. Let's make sure. Let's see how we're doing. I'm watching this Mahomes here too, you guys. When you work at home, I suggest doing one card at a time so you can just focus on that one card at a time. But let's look at this together. I want to look at. Well, we'll take it out of here. I just want to look at my corners. Corners are sharp. Because I want to get a grade on this card because I like Brock Purdy. I think he's a good looking young prospect, man. He's a great player. So that curve, don't even worry about it, you guys. We'll put this thing, once you put this in a penny sleeve and in a semi-rigid, it's fine. I've sent so many chrome cards to get graded, like from the 90s, that even have more of a curve than that. And I never really got like a deduction or anything from it. So, all right. So, let's see if we got anything on that. Oh, what do you know? Okay, look at. Not a huge deal, but I definitely, there's some sort of residue right there. See it? I couldn't see that through the case. It's definitely something. All right, so remember, we got a little something. All right. All right, so now let's take a look at the back. No, that is a really good question. Ryan asked me. No, Ryan, I don't have a problem getting my cards ever graded. I've never had altered cards. But the thing is like, it's a good question, man. But like, oh yeah, there is, isn't there? There is a speck. Good eyes, my friends. We'll see what the hell that is. All right, we got a speck by his butt, and we got that. Good eyes, you guys. But see, the thing is, like, when you're wiping stuff off that shouldn't even be on there, man, there's no sort of like, there's no harm in that. There's nothing. It's unfortunate that it comes with it on there. Let's do a good inventory of the back. The back looks good. And I don't see a ton of those annoying print lines, so that's a good one. Ooh, here we go. It's the same kind of thing. I couldn't see it, man. I could not see that through the damn case, so hopefully it's something that works with us. All right, so by his butt and there. Okay. I got it. Let's do this, you guys, since we're cooking on two burners here. Let's go over here. And I want to get a closer view of Pat. I think we're almost done. Look in the middle. It's right there. And then look up. I can still see a little bit of those lines by Pat's face. Can you? Sorry about the weird angle, guys, but I just don't know how to do it. But what's a nice part about soaking a modern card is once you get it out of the solution, it's very soft on the back. So I think we can hold it flat and get all that crap out of there. And if you're just joining in, what up, man? And yes, you are looking at a Patrick Mahomes silver rookie card, under card spray, getting heavy wrinkles out of the back. Because why not? And it's Super Bowl week, so we're going big here on Wednesday Night Live. You know what I mean? We're gonna. I can't. It's like the thing is, sure, we're gonna practice on base cards, but we're gonna get to it, and we're gonna do some big ones too. So good question. The question that just popped up, Kurt. How long does it take for the cards to fully dry? I can rattle off vintage information for you right away. When it comes to these modern cards, it's been a little bit unique. I'm still gonna say the best part of 4 days. And you might be like, that's crazy. Why does it take so long? It's because the paper is between the plastic front. So let me use this as a demo card, right? So we got a plastic front. And then we got a plastic back. And then when you get that wet in the middle, it holds it. It's going to hold it in there. So it's got to slowly come out. All right. So that's how how it works. So now, guys, we're going to wait on the Purdy. We got to call an audible here. I'm moving the Purdy and we're going back to Pat because now the card is fully saturated. If you can see it. All right. So now, the simple answer is probably about 3-4 days this is going to take to dry because I'm going to have to hold it flat and let it dry slow. And I also got to get the card back to nice and smooth and not have it too textury and like wonky looking. All right. And good question. Somebody asked me, are these customers cards? I don't take on customers, you guys, to do this. I just do all the demonstrations to show you how to use the products I make, and because I think it's fun, and I just enjoy doing this with you guys. So thanks for asking. I appreciate it. I hope you guys like it too. You know what I mean? So good question about the drying, and then my buddy Bruce, you guys follow Bruce, the On Deck Tech guy, knows his stuff. Bruce said he's been 5 to 7. Yeah. You know what I mean? I think that's a fair answer. All right. You guys ready? We do not see any more, no more. It's fully saturated. So let's not mess around. Let's get this thing out of here. Let me grab, I need a penny sleeve. Let me get my little table set up. And I want you guys to see everything I do. So let's do that. I want to get that out of here. We're just going to have a temporary drying mat. That's going to be our first move. And happy Super Bowl week to everybody, guys. And somebody asked me if I've soaked a patch card. No, I haven't. I think it would probably ruin it, in my opinion. I think it would probably fall apart. Because, that's it. 15 minutes was right. 15-minute full soak. And so now, let's get this down here. And I want to dry it off. Yeah, tell your wife if you want to soak her panties and this stuff, sure, but it's expensive. So tell her if she's been awesome lately, you can do it as a treat, but only if it's like her birthday or something special. So good question, Ryan. So I'm using card spray, you guys, and what I want to do is now I'm going to show you more of this card, but check it out. Pretty damn cool. But see, I got some curl. Some of the edges are starting to curl. I want to hold it flat. I don't want this thing sitting out too much, but look at that. How kick-ass, right, you guys? This thing was freaking trashed. And I thought it would work, and it worked. All right, that's only part 1, though. Soaking is easy. Bringing it back to life is the amazing part. And you guys, I'm going to, of course, film this as the days go by and show you the final product. And even though the front is chipped up, you guys see the front. Well, let's try the front. Even though the front has some chips on it and such, let's still get it graded. I mean, it's a silver patty rookie. It's not. It shouldn't be I'm not going to treat it like less than. It's a beautiful freaking card. Sorry about the super wide angle, you guys. But so the front looks good, right? These are what I was talking about, you guys. If you just joined, it has some permanent chippage on it. No, nothing I can fix or make better. But how cool is that? They might be still in there a little bit. I still see a little one up there. But once we hold it flat, it's going to start training it to stay in that position. So what I want to do is we're trading card mats out. That one was a little bit wet. I don't want to start with something wet. Let's do this. Okay, stay. And if you guys are asking me questions, I'm going to look at them, I promise. I'm just kind of focused on this thing right now, and if Bruce is on here or Chuck or Shell or anybody wants to answer, if there's a frequently asked question, or if there's somebody new that is asking a question, the community feel free to help out is what I'm trying to say. All right, so now let's get card spray out of here. And hey, you guys, this card spray is not dirty, so don't dump it. Save it. If you're using card spray on some modern era stuff, save it, man. It's not. Oh, yeah, Gary, you're on here. Thank you, Gary. You guys, Garazi Sports Cards, make sure you follow Gary, too. He's a great collector, great repairman, just a good dude. Thank you, Gary. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate everybody on here, man. I'm glad we all have fun doing this stuff together and learning how to take care of our cards. One thing, my dad was a race car driver, and he was a mechanic and just a badass, and one of the things he'd always say is, you got expensive hobbies, you better know how to take care of that stuff, and that was always something that stuck with me. God rest his soul, Jerry. Miss you, buddy. But he'd always be real damn particular about taking care of your stuff. And, I didn't have a ton of stuff growing up, so I just always collected cards, and I figured, all right, better take care of them. And it's led to all this fun community and all this cool stuff that we do together. All right, so here's what I'm doing. I just need to get this thing hold. I just want to hold it. All right. I am going to have to change these pads out. And let's do the Purdy card. We'll do the Brock Purdy card next. And then we will maybe take a peek at this. But don't you worry. If you didn't see the whole thing, it's on here. And I'm going to show you because it's going to be freaking cool. All right. So we're going to do that. Cool, right? All right. I'm glad you guys were here for that one. That was fun. We'll do the Purdy here in a second. I just want to get a drink. So it's like doing this live, like talking to you guys, like flying all over back here. I'm like, all right, one step at a time. All right, if you guys don't mind, I'm going to read a couple questions. So I'm going to come over here so I don't look like I'm spacing out on you or something like that. So bear with me. Cheers, you guys. Beverage of choice tonight is brought to you by Lipton Diet Iced Tea, and it's peach, and it's good. All right. All right, so let me just read a couple of these. The Toronto and Expo, are you coming? Man, I would love to. Toronto's only 4 hours from me. I would have to check out the dates. Sometimes I need a handler. So if you have the dates and you don't mind shooting me a direct message, that's cool. I'm good at following a list because I would love to come to the Toronto show. Hey, you guys, that was one thing I wrote this down to. Look at this. I made a note. That I wanted to thank you. All right. So here's my thank you. If you don't mind, I won't be too mushy or too corny, but, somebody wrote to me that said, it was Ryan. Thank you. Ryan wrote to me, hey, I saw your post about 5 years of sobriety. And, you guys, I wrote down on here cause I wanted to thank you for that. That was like, the most touching stuff. Like a lot of us don't even know each other face to face. And the fact that like so many people are sharing their victories, their struggles, what they're going through. It was super, super touching. And I am proud of all of you. And even if you're struggling, dude, so was I. It's normal. I used to be embarrassed and be like, oh yeah, I don't want to say I'm an alcoholic because that comes with like a stigma and like all this stuff. Well, you know what? Being like depressed and sad and like all that stuff is way worse than what I think some stranger thinks about me. You know what I mean? So for all my brothers and sisters out there, that have real world stuff going on and struggles and all that stuff going on, man, just go out there and fight it. You know what I mean? Just go out there and fight it. And you know what? Sitting at this desk right here and talking to you guys on Instagram and working on card after card, because when you're not using your hands to make cocktails or drinks or whatever like that, I had so many hours now of sober brain, and like all these extra hours just pop up. So instead of like getting in trouble, I sat down here and cleaned thousands of cards, and here we are, man. You guys gave me the best damn job in the world is what you did, and for that, forever grateful. Super grateful, man. And for everybody on here, they know this, that's hung it up, or even if you quit and you fell back into it and you want to get back out of it, you're not a failure. I don't even care it could be exercise we're talking about, it could be anything, but like just get back on it. It's not a life sentence if you're still here. All right. So that was my notes, and I thank you for that. So let's do a Brock Purdy. All right. How about that one? So this was part of my rehab, is working on cards. All right. So let's do that. So we got the Patty chilling, and thank you for somebody for saying that. That was special to me, and I wrote that down. And I will I'll get yakking, and then I'll forget. Everybody on here that put something about their sobriety or their transformation, I love you and I'm proud of you. I won't go through every single one, but somebody asked me how many guitars I own. I bought a new one, but I would say probably a dozen on rotation. One of my sons is starting to play with me, so I'm excited about that. All right, guys, so next, Brock Purdy. See, I got all excited because we had to get the Mahomes out of there, okay? Somebody asked me how you do this if you don't have this stuff. You got to get it, man. You got to get it. I don't know a plan B. This is always stuff I used. This is all available on Amazon. And if you're outside of the U.S., I'm sure there's a way to get it. But these are 6-inch acrylic plastic discs, 6-inch diameter, 1/4-inch thick, okay? And and myself or any of my buddies on here watching will send you a link, or, feel free to jump on my website. Products we love. I have everything. So good stuff. All right. So let's get back to Brock Purdy, and sorry for getting sidetracked, but welcome to my brain, you guys. That's how I am. I'm kind of a little bit all over the place sometimes. Okay, so what were we saying here? Bring me back in, you guys. Okay, so we got a speck of something on the card behind his butt. And this was a good move so far to open this card because it doesn't look like permanent stuff, but there's definitely some crap right there. Look next to I'm in this gray area. All right. Let's just keep it simple. Let's try, I'm going to do card spray first. I just want to see what that thing is behind it, if it's a chip on the card or if it's just something on the surface. Okay, and hey, you guys, you don't have to run out to Amazon and buy a bunch of new things. Like, this is just a long-wanded Q-tip. So I know when you see me use something cool, you're like, oh, what is this, something new? I just got it because I feel like when I use it like a tortillon. My little white pencils that I always use. Sorry, I'm like digging around here. Oh boy. Okay, so my little white tools that I'll use, I noticed that when I was watching some of my videos back, my hand's always in the freaking way. So I just got these because they're long, and I'm just trying to let you see what I'm doing, okay? So it's like a bamboo Q-tip. I got like hundreds of them for like $10 or something. So if you need one, that's what they are. But I just bought these because I want you guys to be able to see how to do this stuff. So when you're working on your cards, after you watch this stuff, you're like, all right, yeah, I can do that, so. All right. So let's take a look. That's just number one. I want to get a little bit of card spray out here first. And if we get this crap off, then I'm going to polish over the areas just so it's nice and clean. I'll zoom in. Hold on. But I just want you guys to see every little thing I do because I know every little thing's important. And I think sometimes that's why I love these lives because I can just kind of freestyle. On my videos, I feel like I'm anxious. Like if I make them too long, they're just going to like make you fall asleep or something like that. I hope not. You know what I mean, though. So let's go. There's like something here. Please come off. All right, 1 for 1. And that's just some noise in the foil. If you guys see that like little, how many times do you guys see these in your cards? Like these little weird kind of curly cues in the foil. All right, got the chip or the junk off. We're good there. Let's see if we can get this off. It looks like a film. I think card spray should be able to crush that. So let's take a look here. See, that's why I got it because I was watching my videos, man. You can just so you can see my hand, and I was just like tripping about it. I'm like, man, I'm trying to show everybody how to do this, and all I can see is the back of my stupid hand. All right, that doesn't take much effort, right, guys? But look I know it's little, but man, I swear that you'd get a point off for that crap. So again, goes back to the question. Here's the question. If you guys are just joining right now, should I take my card out of the redemption and prep it before sending it into grading? Well, based on getting already on the front a chip of crap off the card and then that's 2 things already that I couldn't see through the case because it looked really good. All right. So let's now, I think we had, fortunately, I don't have dimples or print lines, so that's cool. And look at the back. That's what I was saying, you guys, because look how the back is nicely centered, right? I look at the white space, but I looked at all of these fronts, and they're all they look like they just all heavily lean to the right. But I looked at all of them, and they all have like a thick left-hand side. I compared it to 9s and 10s before I even decided to open it up. You know what I mean? But whatever. Where was this? Yeah. All right, that looks, I didn't think it was that bad. Well, good old brand new cards for you. I'm thinking. Yes, I just saw your question, brother, who asked me. Yep, it's gonna, the whole video will be posted. All right, I'm gonna try card spray on this too. It just looks like, because I'm looking at the light. And it looks like it catches the light like it's something on top of the card. I hope it's not a scratch. Yeah, what do you think, Bruce? Well, because I can only look up real quick because I'm staring at this card. You grade enough of these. Is that they all lean like that, dude, or is that just like is that just a few of them, or what? Because the one that like the if you look at eBay right now, the ones that are on there, they're nines and tens, and there's only like two of them. They're both leaning, and even the base cards are all leaning. So what I'm doing here, guys, is I'm just hoping this little crap we found is just that simply that it's some sort of somebody's hand or streak or something on it. So it's not. I don't want any scratches on it. Yeah. Okay. Cool, Ryan. You would. Yep. Yeah, that's what I thought, Ryan. They are offset, aren't they? Because that's like I'm pretty good at comparing one Brock Purdy red card to another Brock Purdy red card. I mean, the images on eBay were great. Look at that, dude. I don't see it. Here's all I want to do real quick. I just want to put. I don't even think we need it. I'm not even. So, okay, here's another frequently asked question. Do I have to polish every single card? I say, if it's part of your habit, you can. But, like, I don't even. The card's great. I don't see any issues with it anymore. So I couldn't do it before. Oh, hold on. I think the more you look, the more you find. Got like a hot oil spot up here on the top. Let me wipe that damn thing. Look at that. You guys have been here the whole time. Like, I've been wearing these gloves the whole time. But look at that. It's hard with this damn red. There's just a little oil spot. All right. So. Yeah, and Bruce, I 99% of the time do. You know, I guess just for the heck of like, since we're doing a live demonstration here, and if you guys, I have a lot of new customers recently, and I thank you for that. So if you're here to watch, let's just do it. So look it looks nice and clean to me, but you guys, this is a good thing. I'll just give you a demonstration. Like if you're gonna work on a card with an autograph, I want you to do something. I want you to put a penny sleeve over it. Now, this is a photograph sleeve. This is a 5x7. That's why it's so big. But do that so you don't worry about your hand, okay? Okay, we'll look at the back side of the card too, you guys. Thanks for the eagle eyes. I appreciate it. You know, I just will do a little bit of card polish. Just over the image, over Brock. So pretend this had like, you know, something sticky on it or some of those like residual lines or stuff like that. Or just a card that's old, you know what I mean? Yeah, and it's old and grody. You know, the card polish is super fun on cards that are like. I had some dudes. Jack, if you're on here, my buddy Jack was sending me some pictures today of he went like garage sailing and he got a bunch of '90s stuff, and he was showing me picture after picture. It was all like top spinous stuff, and it was like I swear to God, it was like a kid in a candy store, man. But it's that fun, so thank you for that. But you see that's how I'll do an auto, you guys. But you know the card looks great. I mean, it's a pretty card. Somebody told me there was something, they thought they saw something on the back. Hold on, I still see that stupid thing on the top of the card. Hang with me. I always think it's going to take 2 seconds, and it always takes longer. Okay, I got my gloves on. No fingerprints. No stuff on the surface. Let's look at the back. Did you guys say you saw something? I have like a little, it's like a little bubble, like a little like, see how it doesn't break the surface? See how it's like, I don't think it's something you can clean off. It's something I can only catch under a certain light. But I think this card looks pretty damn good, so I'm hoping for a good score. Let's go. Left. Okay, I'm reading. Hold on. I'm reading. Left of his arm in the red. Okay, I think that's what we're looking at right now, right? And then I'm going to put this away and we'll take a look at the Mahomes. Yeah, this little thing, if this is catching on the camera, I can see it at a certain angle. It's like it's hard to see it. It was like a little speck under the surface. Am I missing anything, guys? You see anything? All right, that's how I do it. Just look over edges, corners, surface. I think it's about as nice as I can get it. So here's another step. Okay, ready? I don't like the I don't really like the one touches very much, if that's okay with you guys. I've had them open up before. I've got cards shipped to me before with where they got pinched, and I just don't like them. So I'm gonna put this real quick if you guys don't mind. Let me grab I need to grab a sleeve and a semi-rigid. I'm like wandering around over here. Bear with me, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna answer whatever questions you have for me. Well, I'll grab a semi-rigid later, but I want to show you something cool too. Let's take a look here. All right, so hey, and if you guys I like these pull tabs. If you guys have never used these before, it's I just find it convenient. I like these little pull tabs a lot. So I'll put Mr. Brock in a semi-rigid here soon, and you guys will post up when we get the grading back. All right, so we'll do that. All right, let me turn this thing around. I want to answer some questions. I want to honor your time tonight, you guys. So thank you for that. Oh, let me show you something cool. I want to see you mailed. I got a mail day this week, so I want to show you. So let me get organized over here if you don't mind, you guys. We'll look at the Mahomes here not too long too. I want to take a look at it, and this full video will be posted, you guys. So if you came in halfway through or wherever, it's going to be available for you. Okay. Let me look up here, and I'm sorry, you guys, if I didn't answer your questions tonight. I was like, all the stuff we had going on just kept me super busy. So I just want to take a look. And thank you, my buddy Bruce, for answering a lot of questions. You guys, you can hit me with questions anytime, and I try to answer them as much as I can. But when you're doing like a soak on a modern card, and it's something I'm still like not totally confident in, I'm just like busy. You know what I mean? So thank you for that. Okay, I want to show you something cool. Let me just make sure I hit a... Oh, you guys, too, another thing. I think I say this, but I want to make sure I point you right there. I get a lot of times where guys will hit me up and show me a picture of a card and say, hey, what do you think I can do, or is this fixable? I can sometimes see it, but it is hard for me to guarantee I see exactly what you're showing me. So do this. Just go to my YouTube page, have it ping you or subscribe or whatever, and every time I make a video, I put it in a playlist. So if tonight's video, like a Brock Purdy, I'd put that under a surface cleaning or a full card prep, and then you can go in there and watch these things, because I'm always happy to answer your questions. But sometimes, we're on different time zones or different sides of the world, and I can see your picture, but I can't see it the way you can. So always go to my YouTube page is what I'm trying to say. All right. So it's get there, Kurt, come on, get to it. Tell them what you want. So, all right, YouTube, follow me there. And let me just take a quick look, you guys, and I will come back here and we'll look at the Pat Mahomes. All right, so I think that we're caught up, right? Am I good? Am I caught up? If not, hit me and I'll answer. Because now the last time I seen those, I think I got caught up. All right, so cool. All right, so now let's do this. I'm going to show you guys something cool I got in the mail. So I got a new card. Check it out. If you guys don't know by now, I love Tom Brady. And I've always loved this card. I'm born and raised in Ann Arbor, Michigan, and now a Metro Detroiter. But growing up, man, being that Tommy's only a couple years older than me, I had the pleasure of going and watching this dude, when he was a Wolverine. So I know it's hard to buy a player in their college uni if you have no connection to that college. But good lucky for me, I do, so I'm happy with any Tom Brady in the maize and blue. So I thought that was cool, and I wanted to show you guys. And it's crazy you can get Tom Brady rookie autographs for lower than Brock Purdy rookie autographs. I don't know. We'll see. You know what I mean? But anyways, you guys, tonight was fun. We did a lot. And don't go away yet. We'll take a look at the back of this card. Let me just get situated here. Come here, Cocoa Bear. You guys, if you don't have another thing that's very helpful is having a miniature schnauzer. So if you don't have a schnauzer, you should get one, because they're the sweetest little dogs in the world. All right, so that's Coco. All right, if you guys have dogs, you know how it is, man. That little girl's at my feet 24/7. So she is one of my homies, that's for sure. All right, so I got a question that says, where do I purchase cards from? I pretty much like look at marketplace because I love buying stuff local. I love meeting like people in the community. That's something fun because I'll always call you, you know, when you go over there and treat people with respect and appreciate the like them inviting you over and look at your stuff. I always enjoy making connections locally because I'll have a handful of people that call me like out of the blue and I'll see them calling. I'm like, ooh, what do they got? You know what I mean? So local for sure. Ow, just hit my knee. Local, then the normals. You know, I have and you guys, this might sound silly because there's some major collectors on this video right now, but there's also some people that are like not major collectors on this call. So like on YouTube, you guys, you can save searches. So like I always have a handful of saved searches. So every time I open it up, I can see a little icon or something, you know, and I go and check out to see what's new. You know what I mean? You know, eBay for sure. And then I like the Golden Site. I like PWCC. You know, just kind of the standards. You know what I mean? So good question, man. If you guys have any cool spots that you find stuff or any places you check out, let me know. I definitely don't know it all. You know what I mean? Pretty much a lot of the stuff I learned is from the community. You know. Yeah. I had a question from Craft Beardsman, the Kaboom. If you want to watch a Kaboom demo, guys, I got a bunch of them. I collect Kabooms. I should show you guys my Kaboom sometime. I have Tom Brady, of course. I like the gold Kabooms, so I got a nice collection of Tom Brady gold Kabooms. So those are fun for me. So yes, you can clean those, man. And I just did a Patrick Mahomes. I got a couple Patty Mahomes Kabooms too. Yep, no problem. They clean up beautiful. They'll look really, really good. You know, so absolutely. So then I had questions about, you know, the modern stuff. How's it going? That's kind of what we did tonight. So if you jumped in tonight, I did a Patrick Mahomes card. It's looks good so far. Now it just hopefully it comes back together and looks great. I'll show you guys in a second. Then we'll call it a night. Oh yeah, you guys want to see the new guitar? Look at it. Since I love stuff, hey, I'll show you. Look how pretty this is. How amazing is that? All right, so for my music friends, isn't that beautiful? And it's made in Oregon, which I love. It's made by a company called Breedlove, and it's an American acoustic. And this cool wood is called myrtle wood. All right, so thanks for asking. I'll show off a guitar anytime, you know what I mean? So I definitely like I like that one a lot. So just pick that up. So it's by a company called Breedlove, and they are in Oregon. And I just thought the name was sweet too, like Breedlove. Why not? You know, I'd much rather you know, spend my days happy and, you know, trying to be cool and creative than any other way. Sometimes that's not always the case. That's hard to do, but that's a goal. You know what I mean? So let's turn around. We'll look at the Patty real quick, you guys, and then I'll let you guys jump on another show or jump on an auction or I don't know, who knows, whatever you got to do. But let's take a look at the Mahomes, and I will document this closely for you. Probably not going to be much going on tomorrow. And I couldn't take before and after pictures of the Purdy, you guys, because I had it in the case and I couldn't see the problems. They're gone though, thankfully. But soon as this thing is done, do you know that's a good question when you that I had Behind wrote me, when are you going to start your guitar polish line? Do you know that I was going to clean up one of my guitars, and because of I do seriously for my guitars, this is all I use. This is for all my guitars. I clean them with my stuff. But I was going to do a demo of a guitar cleaning, but then I thought to myself, would I just be entertaining myself? Because all the dudes come here for card stuff. I don't think they want to see me clean up a guitar, but it definitely works well. So, all right, let's see where we're at here, and let's hope it's still in one piece. Okay, well, it's face up, so the face looks good. We know that. Let's look at the back. And shout out to everybody that is just part of this tonight, man. You guys mean the world to me. You really do. And I know that can sound like lip service, but I'm serious. I look forward to this so much, and I just enjoy being able to share something that I like so much with other people that enjoy this stuff so much. Yeah, Behind do it. I use the guitar polish on all nitrocellulose, so like all my Gibson stuff, all that looks freaking beautiful, dude. And it works awesome. So use that on your wooden instruments for sure. So yeah, you guys, I already had Kurt's Guitar Care was what I was going to call it, but I'm like, there's so many people in the space already and they do a good job. There's already people there that do a good job. Now, sure, I could come in there and try to do it, but like I got into doing this with cards because I didn't think there wasn't anything good going on. Like nobody even liked talking about cleaning cards years ago. Like it was like, shut up, don't talk about that. And I'm like, what? Like I don't get it. So there is some good guitar care companies. All right, let's see how we did so far, dude. We got one still in there, but look at this. That is rad. That worked freaking great. Now I'm gonna have to focus on this little one right there throughout the drying process. But if we get this thing all done and that's the only thing left, compared to what a crap show this card was, that will be so freaking sweet, won't it? Well, so far, pretty damn good on a 2017 Patrick Mahomes rookie card. So here's what I'm going to do, you guys. I'm going to keep this. It's Michigan. It's almost 11 o'clock my time. I'm going to keep this closed up. I want this, if you can see what I'm seeing. It's like, I'm one of these people that it's an annoying habit about me. I can look at all the good we did, or I can look at what's still annoying me. And I do that. I look at what still annoys me. So I just have to watch this part right here. Hopefully that comes back. That's my main trouble area. Everything else looks freaking awesome. But there's a lot of drying to do. There is a lot of drying to do. So I'm not going to act like I know it all after only soaking a handful of modern cards. But I have one at SGC, one at PSA, and I'm going to share those with you guys right away. I know the SGC stuff will turn around faster. But how do we do, man? We do all right? We got it going on tonight? And yeah, I did, J-Lock. I soaked it. So if anybody is just jumping in now, don't worry. We got it all taped, so you'll be able to jump in and watch it, all right? And no, I haven't done any autos since the Giddy, but Gary's on here. Gary, are you still watching? Gary did some autograph stuff, and Bruce, did you do autographs yet? I haven't had any problems with a sticker auto. I didn't have any problems with a sticker auto so far, and I didn't expect it to, because even though the card spray is good stuff, it's not like gonna go in there and like strip out all the glue and stuff. And you guys know when you clean a Sharpie on the back of a card, I think most of us on here have cleaned a Sharpie off the back of a card if you follow me. And you know how it still takes a few minutes? I think that it would take a lot to get an autograph to go away. But here's the caveat. What if it was signed with a shitty marker and it's not a Sharpie? And then you put it in there and boom, it goes away. So that it still scares me. You know what I mean? I can't endorse this 1,000%. That's why I just like to do these tests with you guys, because I know everybody gets a kick out of it and it's fun to watch. You know what I mean? Yeah, you guys are great, man. Thanks for everybody watching. And to all the collectors out there, man, thanks for keeping me motivated to keep doing this stuff. It is so fun to be able to have a community to work with like you guys versus just the years of me pleasing my, just making myself happy and working on my cards. And now I get to share it with all of you guys. And you know what's awesome? What makes me the best is seeing like, now that I've had customers for going on almost 4 years now, how talented you guys are, man. Some of the stuff that you guys show me is like freaking nuts, man. So cheers to you guys for being like awesome. It's cool when you invent something, but it's even cooler when the people that buy it off you like get better at it than you. You know what I mean? Like I've seen some of the rehabs on these vintage cards, these modern cards. There's like Pokemon gurus out there, man. And I'm just trying to keep up with you guys. Seriously, like some of the stuff that you guys do is just freaking nuts, and I love it. It's like, so it's a lot of it is a skill you didn't even have until recently. So you guys rock, man. So good. All right. So, yes. Hey, Fishtown in the house, got my brothers in the city of brotherly love. If you are in the greater Philadelphia area, or if you just need to get out and go to a beautiful, historic, welcoming place in the country, go see Brett and the boys at Fishtown. Brett, here's I'm sorry for radio for a second, but message me on the upcoming shows, man. I want to lock one in. I got to come see you guys, all right? My shirt says the Fishtown Card Show, because I love the Fishtown Card Show. All right, that's it. I hope you had fun. I hope you learned something. And take care of yourself and somebody else, man. We're not here for a long time. We are here for a good time. I'm Kurt with Kurt's Card Care.